Hey folks, this week's episode is being brought to you by Focus Features' new film, 1001. It's a gritty and realistic New York City story that follows unapologetic and free-spirited Inez, played by Tiana Taylor, who kidnaps her 6-year-old son Terry from the foster care system. I saw the trailer for it and everything had me on my feels. I watched it again and I'm ready. Holding on to their secret and each other, mother and son set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in a rapidly changing New York City. Winner of the Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival, 1001 is only in theaters March 31st, which is very soon. So go and grab some tickets. Shout out to everybody. I'ma have fun. Visit 1001filmtickets.com to get your tickets now. Let's start the show. Welcome back. Niggas and friends, guests, and requests. What? Hey y'all, I am missing my notes app. I'm Crispus Addicts.
And I am Choice Brown, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Welcome back, everyone, to this particular episode.
Fun.
Well, here we are yet again. Would you like to fill the people in?
Same old thing, honestly. Every week it is the same thing with me, doing my best to take care of myself in this crazy world with everything I have going on. And yeah, I have been better, but I have also been much worse. So, so I'm grateful for this place right here. What about you?
Still dealing with the aforementioned all bad.
Okay.
But right. Today I had to go back to work to do some surprise writing on our new season. So that was fun to see some of my co-writers and, get out of the house, see the sun and grass.
Important.
Yeah. So that's nice.
Good.
Okay.
I'm glad.
Well, let's get into Black Excellence this week, starting with one Dr. Tamia Potter. Dr. Tamia Potter is making history as Vanderbilt's first Black woman neurosurgeon resident. That's right. She is a Florida native. She graduated from FAMU. Shout out to y'all. Mm-hmm. I know y'all roll deep and are very passionate about Florida A&M. She majored in chemistry at FAMU, then went to Case Western Reserve University in Ohio for medical school, and she just matched at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, making her the first Black woman neurosurgeon resident for them. And the school opened in 1874, just to once again give you a scale of how poorly white people have always been doing.
Mark.
So, to Dr. Potter, shout out to you, and the amazing things that you've been doing, as well as, the couple of times good things happen from Florida. Usually those things are Black.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that as somebody from Oklahoma, but yes, congratulations to this person. Amen.
Mm-hmm. Also, Jimmy Lee Day II is now the first Black man to be named Colorado's Teacher of the Year. Mm-hmm. He's been an educator with more than 13 years of experience. He's worked at East Middle School in Aurora, Colorado since 2017 as the band director and instrumental music teacher. He's won multiple awards for his work and reconstructed 3 struggling band programs. And again, being a teacher, I mean, we've got Abbott Elementary now. Some of you motherfuckers are acting like you have always been passionate about educators,
children,
and,
right? Teachers having the things they need.
But that's awesome, and I think just speaks to Jimmy Lee Day's heart. So to you, to Dr. Potter, congrats on being Black and excellent, and the firsts of something.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope. That was it. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Okay.
You called me right when I popped the edibles, so.
Oh. Ghetto.
It's true. It's true. Right.
Oh, also, I will say a sincere rest in peace to Lance Reddick.
Oh my God, yes.
Who passed away this past week. That one upset me deeply. The Wire. I literally have just caught up on the John Wick movies, which he's an instrumental part of. He's also done like a lot of work in gaming. In games, like his literal face and voice and image has appeared in things like Horizon, and both the original and the sequel, and Destiny, I think. Yeah. He's just done a lot of great work. Mm-hmm. He was Wesker in Resident Evil. Like, this motherfucker's a legend.
I love Resident Evil.
Sure you do, hon.
He's one of those Black actors who is so iconic that even if you don't know his name, you for sure know his face, and you have seen him in multiple things.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that to hear about his death was, it honestly shocked me. He's only 60 years old. So yeah, but rest in peace to him. And thank you for the work that you did while you were here, sir.
Yes, you've entertained me across many different media.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go see John Wick just for you.
Yeah, of course. My bad. Yeah. Right after Scream 6.
People still be like, bitch, how had you never heard of John Wick? I just had never heard of it, but all right.
Okay.
All
right. Let's move into our pop culture segment, talk about some pop culture in what is called, I don't know, Hot Tops, Avatar, The Fleet of Water.
Gross.
Sequel to the original James Cameron classic. All right. So what do we got this week, girls? Yeah. First and foremost, why was I about to say Kenan Mitchell and Kel Thompson?
Oh, I don't know. Why?
I need a nap.
Okay. You identified the problem very quickly.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait. Okay. No. I'm.
There's Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. Always has been.
Right. Okay. Yep.
I should know, as someone who sat like cross-legged with my hands cupping my cheeks, watching all that, and Kenan and Kel.
God, I was obsessed with all that. Wishing I could just
be in the background.
Okay. I wanted to be on that show so bad.
Anything.
Please. I was really, everybody on all that. I just was so impressed with the cast, and they had great musical guests every week, and it was just, show. God, I wanted to be on that show.
And can never be replicated from the original 90s setup. They've tried a few times, and it's not reached what it once was. I heard from a couple people like the last All That reboot was actually pretty good, but yeah, that first era, Kenan, Kel, Lori Beth Denberg,
Amanda Bynes,
like there were so many.
It was so
great,
good.
It was also a different time, but so Kenan and Kel appeared on one of the Jimmys, Fallon, and Sweetie, I don't know, like to this very second, it always takes me a beat to remember which one's which. And I'm like, Fallon's the one that always broke on SNL. Kimmel's the one that cried over the big cat.
I thought you meant Kenan and Kel. And I'm like, whoa.
No. Yes, I do. Kenan and Kel were on Jimmy See? Keenan and Kel were on Jimmy Fallon's show.
Right. But you meant it takes you a minute to realize which Jimmy is which.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It takes me a while to
no worries.
figure out which one's which there. Either way, they were on wow, I was about to say Kimmel. They were on Jimmy Fallon. This isn't a bit. And it seems like basically they were there to announce that Good Burger 2 is in the works. And that they're very excited about it. Why Jimmy Fallon? Because Jimmy Fallon and Keenan and Kel did like a Good Burger skit or sketch a few years ago, I think, that performed really, really well. And sometimes it's all it takes. So, you know, Good Burger 2 is official. It's got a logo and a press release, and it will apparently be available on Paramount Plus later this year, following the misadventures. Right, you don't have to go nowhere.
Thank God. Streaming right in my living room. I love to hear it.
That's right, all for you. It's all for you.
You really want it.
They didn't see us dancing. Okay. So apparently this film will follow Keenan and Kel's characters, Dexter and Ed, as they reunite. I'm reading a quote. As they reunited Good Burger with some brand new coworkers. That's it.
All right.
So I'm not sure exactly what that's looking like. My guess is that for some reason, if I had to picture, for some reason, Dexter's going to come in and be the new manager at Good Burger, especially since they're not going to bring Dan Schneider back. I mean, I highly doubt it.
Right.
And Ed will probably still be working that register because who else? Right? It has to be him. And they'll probably have like some younger people that are because Keenan and Kel are both in their 40s.
They're like 45, right? That's what I was like, what is happening here? But that's also not. It's not a stretch to be 45 and working at a burger spot either, especially in this economy.
At all. But I wouldn't be surprised if part of the story has to do with, we're working here, we're older now, there are young kids who are in high school like we were, who are working here, things are different. The usual reboot, requel hijinks.
Yes, Gen Z and Gen X going back and forth with
exactly,
and here goes Gen Z doing they ski bop, da doo bop, tick tocky talks all over the damn Good Burger
in the freezer, just acting a fool. Which, by the way, TikTok was around when I worked at Burger King.
I wouldn't have got
that's where we would have been doing it.
Baby, every time people be like,
right next to the Hershey pies.
These kids be TikToking their whole lives. Bitch, if I was 18 with an iPhone and TikTok, I wouldn't do shit but TikTok my whole fucking day.
I was tweeting like a bitch. You know what I mean? Let the kids do their thing.
I was rearranging my top 8 on MySpace multiple times a day.
Please talk about it.
Multiple times a day. Every time my girlfriend pissed me off, I'm moving you from the top spot and I'm putting
it was a landmark in each of your 24 hours.
I did that shit all the time. I'm updating my song. I'm doing my little blog shit. I'm changing my... we have done this since social media started. So, of course, these kids are on it all day. It's their shit.
Don't be that auntie.
Please don't. Please don't. Let them have their things.
There are things we can talk about if we want to talk about the kids. Them using social media a lot is not.
Not at all. And honestly, most of the problems with the kids are really the problems of the adults who have failed them in one way or another. So...
all right, we're not even prepared to get
we don't have to do that. Right. Welcome to the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
You missed a crucial part of that.
Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. I said it?
Yes.
I didn't say it?
You didn't say home of the Good Burger.
Oh, okay. Shut me up.
And frankly, you should be ashamed.
Oh, well, I will give myself some lashings before I go to bed.
No, I've talked about Good Burger before. It really was like one of my favorite movies as a kid. And to this day, if it's on, I will watch it and still open mouth laugh. I think that it was, and it was during the era where Black film and television got to just be Black. And I feel like we're getting back to that now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like there was this era of TV where like Black characters needed to be, they needed to be like clear enough to white people to get it for projects to get greenlit.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. Like, it was like, okay, well, if white people can't be a part of this, if they can understand, then I don't understand. It feels like TV and film went through that, and we're kind of now getting back into a place where Black characters sound like Black people of all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's a big part of the reason why I enjoyed Good Burger and a lot of Black comedies, especially of that time in like the very early 2000s. So it's not gonna be as good as the original, obviously. These things never are, but it does have the opportunity to be good, especially because the talent of the individual performers really is what made that film good to me. And not just Kenan and Kel, a lot of the supporting cast too. Sinbad.
Oh man. Wait. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, so I am excited for this, especially because it's not going to be exclusively in theaters. And yeah, good for them. You know, it sounds like a great opportunity. I know Kel hasn't been, I don't know the whole story there, but he obviously has not been in the public eye as much as Kenan. But, you know, it's good to see the two of them on good terms and working together and putting stuff out again.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Speaking of burgers, beef, Rick Ross's neighbors have been complaining about his pet buffaloes escaping his property and traipsing their big asses around their yard. No, listen.
That nigga does not have
Rick Ross has 2 buffaloes.
What?
The bison. He has 2 buffalo. And apparently, his neighbors have been complaining and all upset because the animals have somehow found a way to roam onto their property from off of Rick Ross's
I cannot believe this.
Georgia estate, which is apparently called the Promised Land. John.
Oh, I don't like that.
So apparently, you know, the neighbors was pissed. There was some sort of a verbal dispute between one of the neighbors and Rick Ross and his team. He went on to apologize about it and thanked the neighbors as well as the county, I guess, of Fayette.
No.
For making sure the animals got home in one piece and safely returned to his ranch. He said, quote, "You may deal with puppies, dogs. I deal with cattle."
Why?
He says, "I always..."
Okay.
He also said, "I always return any stray pets, so make sure y'all keep collars on y'all pets. Anytime you see any of my buffaloes, please give it a carrot. They're very peaceful. They're just grazers. They're not meat eaters."
Yeah, no, you lucky ain't nobody shot one of your damn buffaloes. Fuck.
Nigga, who gives a fuck that they're not meat eaters, nigga? They're 2,000 pounds and they run at 35 miles a goddamn hour.
Give it a carrot. Who the fuck just has a carrot on them?
Acting like they need to eat meat to still be able to kill my ass. Haven't you seen The Lion King? Tell Mufasa that the niggas ain't meat eaters.
Why do you?
Well, those are wildebeest, but it's the same family.
But why do you have buffalo if you don't have the right enclosure for them? Like, I don't understand why you have these animals if you don't have it set up to where they can't leave your property.
Well, apparently he got these buffalo as a gift.
This is so stupid. A gift?
He got these buffalo, apparently, I'm reading, as a gift from his business partner at Ethica. That's right.
Oh.
Ethica. Them niggas that make draws. So for whatever reason, they decided to gift this man 2 buffalo for his birthday.
Oh.
And I read, says Darius Burton, director of brand operations at Ethica, that they said this was during a birthday party conversation for him. And he said, quote, I wanted to get him a giraffe, but he wasn't ready for that commitment.
No. What? You niggas are really crazy. A giraffe.
So he said, let's start smaller like a cow.
No.
I said, nah, everyone has cows. I want you to have something nobody in your state has. I'm getting you a buffalo. Now imagine being a buffalo.
Okay, I'm there.
Minding your business,
right,
wherever the fuck.
Grazing.
Next thing you know, you're taking Instagram selfies with a nigga that made Every Day I'm Hustling. Just because.
This is
not just because niggas that run a company for draws made it so. That's what animals are going through.
This is so bad. I thought we had laws. I thought after Tiger King, the U.S. government said somebody has got to do something about you niggas.
No.
And giant wild animals. No, I cannot believe this
because
is legal.
Then a lot of those same people would have to speak for their own zebras and their own tigresses and their own sharks.
Oh, sure. They have sharks.
They don't want to do that.
Okay, right.
I'm telling you, this is we're laughing and we're a part of the kiki because this has nothing to do with us.
Right.
This is a different species of person.
Buffalo not roaming onto my
wildly
property.
Wealthy.
This is happening to me. So,
but I also feel like, give me $1 billion, I'm not going to think.
Nope.
You know what I need? An orangutan.
Yep.
Like,
literally never. In fact, I don't care.
This fucking 11-pound. Where is she? This fucking 11-pound Yorkshire Terrier is enough. And everybody got one of those.
Before I start catching strays, let me just leave the room before this nigga start directing his attention at me. Like, don't give me nothing to take care of. Honestly, I'm not getting a whole bunch of money to then turn around and have to spend that money on. What the fuck does a vet for a bison cost? How do you even know if something is wrong with that nigga?
I mean, but that's the thing. He doesn't care. It's just like, oh, the bison had dead. All right, get somebody to fix it.
Oh,
like,
no.
It was a gift. That's what,
wrong.
And I thought about it and I'm like, all right, I have family that literally are farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I grew up around people that had cows, that had horses,
yes.
that had rabbits, that had all of these things. But most of that was business and or passion for animals.
Mm.
Like, it was work. Not like I sat down with this company that sells braziers and they were like, hey, would you like an antelope? So I don't necessarily feel like if you have all of this space and money or whatever that like you want to have some cow or buffalo or whatever, like I don't know what the maintenance is. And I'm not saying that like you shouldn't be able to keep them, but keep them.
Mm.
Keep them.
Yeah, I think if you consistently have an issue with them leaving your property and going onto other people's property, you need to either fix your enclosure or donate these niggas to somebody who knows what they're doing with them. Something. Take them down to the zoo. Something. Because fucking around with my country ass family, somebody would have been done shot one of them buffalo, cut it the fuck up, and had meat for the next 2 years.
We're eating good tonight.
Baby, not my truly country ass family. Them niggas in Paris, Texas.
Rick Ross come ring your doorbell. Hey, you seen some buffalo around here? Me with a full rib in my mouth.
My granddaddy in the back. Ain't nobody say no goddamn buffalo. Get the fuck off of my porch. That nigga been gone. Cause why is it over here?
It's like do whatever your rich nigga thing is. But I shouldn't be coming out to my front step to get my copy of the AJC. And then here comes
them people not reading no damn
Timbuktu. And it's the baby.
Yeah. I actually just don't like the idea of private citizens having these wild animals. I really don't.
For what?
I feel like there should be laws. I feel like, did we not all watch Tiger King? Like, this is a bad idea.
He actually named the thing with Timbuktu, by the way. I didn't make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's his name.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
No, you bullshitting.
Yeah, no. One of them's name is Timbuktu. What's the other one name?
So these really are pets. He's not raising them for meat.
I don't know if he's going to eat them one day, but...
Well, not if you name it.
They're his pets, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess.
Fun.
Good luck with that, because Fayetteville, Georgia sound like a place where somebody just might shoot your goddamn buffalo.
Oh, without living question. Are you fucking kidding me? That's why he said he thanked the neighbors in Fayette County for bringing them back home safe, because he knew somebody could have ate them niggas.
Easily. Somebody could have just shot them damn things right there and wouldn't have got in no trouble for it, so...
Bitch, I don't have to go back to the grocer for ages.
Okay.
Do you understand that we are eating good?
Tell me how to clean out that deep freezer in the utility room, okay? Because we finna pack this bitch up full. We haven't.
Matter of fact, I might sell a couple of hot steak. A couple of, right.
Buffalo meatballs. Buffalo stew, bitch. We finna have buffalo for breakfast.
I might fuck around and make buffalo ice cream. Deep fried buff.
We're using all of a sudden we got buffalo rugs all over the house.
Period.
Buffalo shower curtains and shit.
Halloween, it's handled.
We carving
shit
out of buffalo bone. Please don't play with country ass people. Do not play with country people. Get up, new fence.
Spice isn't pregnant.
Okay. This was. I'm gonna let you. You know I know that's your cousin, so I'm gonna be gentle because I know that's your auntie.
No, it's fine because I give up. Here's the thing. So. As a young Jamaican queen, a dancehall queen, if you will.
Yep, I will. Go ahead.
I don't know why that tickled me.
Go ahead.
So I had always been a really huge fan of Spice. Mm-hmm. She's been in the business for a while. So I cannot begin to describe the shiver that ran down my spine when I found out that Mona had gotten her hands on this lady. And I really feel like it's been a problem since. So Spice took to Instagram this past week and posted a maternity photo for all intents and purposes.
Mm-hmm, I saw it.
With a full belly and carriage.
Oh.
And some sort of wig. And a caption that says, God has been so good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, a lot of people in the comments were congratulating her. Some people were concerned because they know that she's had health complications and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much everyone took this as a sign that Spice was expecting to give birth to a human being.
Yeah, I mean, for good reason.
I mean, there's what other reason would one have?
I mean,
Okay.
it's an exposed belly and everything. It is her same skin tone. Nothing about this says fake. Not one fucking thing.
Well, spoiler alert. It was. Well, not really. I already told you she's not pregnant. She said that she's not pregnant, and in fact, in a video where she apologized, she basically said that she was just celebrating a new life, her rebirth. Because God has been good to her, and she just wanted to thank him for this new journey. Second rebirth, she said, which...
When was the first one?
Yeah.
So she's been born 3 times? You know, the girls say, I mean, but I just ask the questions that are right in front of my face. Like when Latasha said she was at the precipice of her career and her husband was like, what that mean? And she was like, it's precipice. It means when you at the top. And it's...
That isn't.
That is.
It's not. That's not.
That's not at all what that means. If you're on the precipice
really
of your career, that means you're on the edge of whether the career is actually about to happen, girl. It doesn't mean... I think maybe you meant peak.
Yeah, I think that's what you meant. Which would have been easier to say.
And a word that you presumably knew the definition of. So, but listen, for all I know, she has had a rebirth, and this is yet another. For all I know, there might be.
Yeah, it's you know what? It
is possible that this is her second rebirth, and then she is a brand new person again and again. So you don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's possible.
Anyway, she went on to say that, she didn't mean to offend anybody who may have been, may have felt disrespected or triggered by this. Of course, referencing that she allegedly has friends and family who have suffered infertility issues and miscarriages and that sort of thing, because that's what some people were upset about, apparently.
Okay.
But that, this whole thing was supposed to celebrate her new rebirth.
The second one.
Her latest one.
Yeah. So I don't really get how this would be offensive to people who are dealing with infertility. Like, I don't really get how this woman's fake pregnancy shoot has anything to do with you at all, really. But what I don't understand was the purpose at all. Like, you get all done up like this. You look like a woman taking maternity photos. You're literally pushing a baby carriage. You have this, it must be expensive because it looks very nice, baby bump on. Like, I just don't understand why, if it's about your rebirth, then why then I don't understand the symbolism.
See, and that's gonna be where I get off as well. Because I was like, first of all, why didn't you put any of that shit that you just said in the fucking caption?
Yeah.
Why would you say God has been so good to me in a pregnancy, in a maternity photo?
You wanted people to think you were.
Stop it.
Yeah.
On top of that, this don't make no... So, if you're being born again, why you pregnant? Like, shouldn't you be the baby?
This is where... the grandma is the baby.
The grandma the baby. Like, period.
This is literally where I was gonna go. Like, so are you giving birth to yourself? Is that what we're supposed to be? I mean, I guess.
It feels like it should have been the beginning, the opening to baby.
You were just clearly trying to get people to think you were pregnant. Otherwise, you would have put all of this about your rebirth and celebrating blah, blah, blah in the initial caption so that there would be no confusion. But you did it this way in order to cause confusion. And it worked. and why you did it, I'll never know. Maybe there's a new season of that show coming soon and you needed a storyline. I really don't understand that. I feel like when most people are celebrating like their personal growth or whatever, they just throw like a party with their friends or, we all go to dinner or something and talk about how far we've come. And there's just no need to do all of this. But
Spice is also the same person that posted all them pictures and stuff of her with bleached skin. And then was like, oh, I did it to raise awareness
of skin bleaching?
On skin bleaching. I mean, it is like in Jamaica specifically and a couple of other islands, it is like rip roaring out of control.
Yeah.
So
it is an issue, but
it was like, hey guys, I bleached my skin. Psych, let's talk about it. What?
We can just have the conversation without trying to trick people into it. Or like, it's this kind of social media way of fucking with people's emotions in order to get them to engage with whatever you're doing. And it's like, you could just do the thing. Like, you don't have to. All of this is not necessary, but okay,
I mean, it's not like it isn't a marketing strategy for many, many people and has been for a long time. But it's just like, this is bad. Like, this wasn't well done.
No, this was, this was truly too much. I really thought she was pregnant. When I saw this, I said, oh, thank God she didn't die on the table in DR, because looks like she must have been pregnant around that time. And so, woo, thank God. This is beautiful. Like, I fully thought that. And so now for this to come out, I'm just like, girl, so you just like playing with people's emotions. This is the boy who cried wolf. You ain't going to be able to say shit else without me being like, let's wait a few weeks and see if the truth really comes out.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of stunts, Tamar is engaged to this white man that she met on TV. So here's the thing.
No, she isn't.
Peacock, the streaming service, is streaming a show called Queen's Court, which I'm not even gonna get started.
Okay.
But that's what it's called. And it stars Tamar, Nivea, and Evelyn Lozada all looking for love at the same time. Which is always like, I guess it's not how it works, but I've been kind of like interested or intrigued at these dating shows that have like multiple datees.
Yeah.
Like bachelors or bachelorette. It's
right.
Like
contestants.
3 of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 of us who are all looking for love at the same time. There's like a couple of shows doing that. And it's like, isn't that a lot? But I guess that's probably the point. Whatever. Either way, Tamar met some white man on there named Jeremy J.R. Robinson. And this man proposed to her on a damn show, and now they're engaged.
Gotta be from Atlanta.
Seems like, seriously, this is a white man that is a criminal defense and personal injury attorney, which explained his hair to me, which I'm not a fan of.
His little swoop bang.
He's got like a little slicky swoop situation. But then I was like, oh, personal injury attorney. That explains that.
He's from New Orleans. I knew it was some black city. Because why do they call him JR?
Right.
I just knew. Damn, he got 5 kids.
He has 5 kids, 4 baby mamas.
Woo! Ghetto.
And one of listen, I said, for our Caucasian guests in the room this evening, think about that one.
Woo! For
you and your mama and them start
Keep it in
talking.
Your pants, sir. Damn, and the youngest one is 2. So, where is that child? You know what? Never mind. It don't matter. Okay.
Well, I watched like a clip of him proposing to her or whatever, because Lord knows I had never heard of this show before today.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like crying and hugging and shit like that. So I guess they're really going into this bit for the long haul. Aniston? Jenny is one of the mothers of JR's kids. And she claims that is a blast to say, all things considered. She says, I have sat in silence for over a year, respecting everyone's privacy while they disrespected mine. I've sat in silence while this person has come into my son's life and caused nothing but chaos and unnecessary drama.
Well,
she also claims that Miss Braxton has said demeaning, disrespectful, and outrageous things about how she co-parents and has caused her baby father to miss visitation weekends and birthdays.
No.
So they've been engaged 6 months from a TV show that they met on. There's already baby mama drama with one of the 4 mothers of this white man's kids. And apparently she also got beef with Candy, which I don't care about. But that's tacked onto this story for some reason.
Well, because Candy is also in the news for this SWV and Escape show that is also on Peacock. So, because Candy said that in 2017, somebody tried to steal the rights to the Escape story, which she was referring to Carlos King, and Carlos King is a friend of Tamar's. So Tamar was like, my friend ain't trying to steal nothing, blah, blah, and then talking about how Candy can't sing, and somebody who can't sing shouldn't be talking about nobody else, and all this. So that's where that came from.
I love that this one sheet of information just came out of you so clearly. And like,
because I've been watching the SWV and Escape show because I could not believe
I haven't started.
Tasha
I heard it
and
is
Tamika's mama.
Steaming mess.
It is. SWV is like the older ones who mostly have their shit together, and Escape is like, oh my God.
Wow.
Tasha and Tamika and they mama, they are the real drama of this show. Absolutely.
And the thing is, like, from the very moment that I saw a preview of it, and honestly, previews very often. Like, I must have been watching Hulu Live or some shit, but I saw a preview for it before it came out, and I was like, I'm in there. Like, that is guaranteed.
Yeah. And
it's
good. It's good.
And it's like, what, 2-3 episode in, and it's been a hot mess since the first one?
From the fucking get-go. It's all this drama about whether Tasha and her husband stole $30,000 from
I did hear about that.
Yeah, it is quite.
But then I heard today that like the husband is trying to defend himself from some outside baby rumors or something like that.
What? No, I did not hear that. Rocky got a baby on Tamika.
Natasha Scott.
And the way it came right up on Tasha, not Tamika. Oh, wee. I wouldn't be surprised though. Not by it.
Getting into that,
the most fucked up thing the universe can do to you is let you meet the right person at the wrong time. Not his baby mama posting this on Instagram.
Girl.
I have no beef with Tasha. Never interfered with any of his dealings. Never made him choose. Me and Rocky had our own. Now, see, I'm glad she said this about never made him choose because, first of all, you don't have that power over a man. And that's what I was thinking when the baby mama, JR baby mama, said, oh, this woman came into my son's life and she's caused, his dad to miss out on all this stuff. No, she hasn't. That was his decision. It is not Tamar's fault because Tamar is not in control of that man. He is in control of himself and his decisions. If he chooses Tamar over his kids, that is his choice.
Yeah.
She didn't take over his brain and control his body and make him do or say those things. Hold the men accountable for their shit. I hate when y'all act like women are at fault for men's decisions. He still made that decision at the end of the fucking day. It was his choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, he tweeted, I think this was a tweet. It doesn't matter. He said, Tamar Braxton has always been an amazing mother and spoiled my children with love. The mothers of my children have been put in the public eye because of me, and that's unfair to them. They have been nothing short of amazing my children. Sometimes difference of opinion with no conversation to clear up miscommunication creates a bad cycle. This motherfucker is a lawyer, honey.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He said a statement, don't even worry about it.
And that swoop bang is going to slide him right through all the shit, all the obstacles in his way.
This is the best possible thing to say, because with 5 kids scattered across 4 different households and a new fiance, and she got her own child. How old is that baby that Tamar got? Shit, probably 7 or 8 at this point.
Probably, yeah.
So
Good
it's
boy.
like y'all gonna have to figure the blended family thing out one way or another. So that is the best. Oh, so the other baby mama is black too. So he been liking black girls.
His name JR. He from New Orleans.
You right. I mean, but I just
This nigga is cupping her lower back in a Louis Vuitton button down.
oh,
He's a hood rat.
Oh, what a cute baby. Yeah, he is. So, all right. Well, best of luck to them, I guess. I kind of feel like this is fake.
Oh, child. God bless this, whatever this is.
What?
Like,
Why
I don't
is
expect to hear too much more of it.
Why is his Instagram name Rare Breed Nola?
Yeah.
Oh, he been fucking black girls since high school.
Like, I'm telling you.
Since high school.
And he's actually a handsome man. I hate his hair, but like,
yeah,
I'm
he's
sure
not ugly.
Like,
and I'm sure, he's financially stable and, not ugly and financially stable is probably the main thing.
Is more than enough. More than enough.
Mm-hmm.
More than enough. Which is just like.
These niggas not doing that. Men in general not giving you both at the same time. So, yeah, I just tend to feel like people who meet on reality shows, like on dating shows, specifically like this, on like Bachelor type shows, I just tend to feel like this is fake and is not going to stand up for very long. So, all right.
I mean,
yeah.
Cool.
As long as, you happy, then good for you.
So Tasha K lost her appeal.
Well,
from her desk, she said, "Damn winos, we lost the appeal against Cardi B. Sad day." For who? You. But I'm going to be all right. I appreciate all your love and support throughout this fight. See, this is your problem now. Like, why is that too sensitive? Today, we throw in the white flag. What happened will never happen again. To Cardi and her team, I apologize sincere.
All right.
We live and learn. See y'all Wednesday on YouTube.
It's throw up the white flag or throw in the towel.
There are so many errors.
Yeah, there are. And now you finally apologizing to Cardi when it is far too late.
Don't nobody care about that. Give that lady her money.
Talk about it. God damn it. Why did I see that? She ain't got no damn $4 million to give Cardi B. You know that.
She posting pictures of herself photoshopped in a McDonald's outfit, trying to be funny. Like,
haha, everybody laughing at me because I literally put myself into this incredibly stupid situation and had multiple opportunities to get myself out of it and dug my heels in like a stubborn, stupid bitch. And now here I am. Just
laugh with me instead of at me. I don't know what's happening, but
talk about a check my mouth can't cash. Do you mean my mouth wrote a check that my ass can't cash?
It's just like there were so many things that should have been higher on your priority list than making up evil things about people's kids.
Yep. A little literacy. But honestly, this needed to happen. Too many people on social media feel like they can say any goddamn thing with no repercussions. So I don't feel bad for her, especially because, like I said, Cardi gave her so many opportunities to just take it down, apologize, be like, this was, bullshit that I got from wherever. Like, you had the chance and you just refused. And so now I hope she takes every fucking thing you have. I hope her lawyers went right into Google AdSense and said, yoink, we'll be taking whatever you make off them YouTube videos. We'll be taking whatever you get off that app or that website. I don't know what all you sell. We're taking all of those things. Figure it out.
It's just like, I don't know. When I was thinking about it, I'm like, as someone who talks about pop culture and celebrities and stuff like this, I just feel like, especially as I've gotten older, it's not that deep, bro. I don't care. I don't care enough to be like one of the super saturated tea sippers that's just like, God has no boundary. Like, I don't know. It's not that deep.
It
And
never has
there
been.
are many ways to be entertaining, even in that environment,
Yes.
the pop culture environment, without just being a raving lunatic.
But they will do whatever they can to break through the noise and actually get some views or streams or whatever, because, YouTube is, there are, I don't even know how many millions of creators on YouTube. So I'm not shocked that you resorted to dumb shit in order to, make your name, but how can it possibly be worth it? As soon as a celebrity comes to me, not even, because they don't even come to you. As soon as I get an email or something in the regular physical mail from somebody's attorney about something that I did, I'm calling my own fucking lawyer. And if it's my fault, I'm doing whatever I can to avoid exactly this situation. Why would you keep playing? Like, you said it. You did it. This is illegal. Like, why?
And you know that you're making shit up.
You know it.
So
Who did you get that from?
Why, it doesn't.
Did you pull sources out of your ass? Like, it just cannot be this deep. It really can't.
None of this is that serious. Like, it's like for the fun water cooler Kiki. Did you hear about? Have you seen this? Da, 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 da. What was she thinking? What was he doing? What was he wearing? What? Like, that's fine and that's fine.
Right.
But some people just take it like, who cares? Bruh, look at your spelling and grammar. Sincerely.
There
like
are other priorities. Seriously.
Throw in the white flag. My God.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet somebody told you give it up, Delicious. Because this isn't going in your favor. It was never going to. You were always going to be fucked behind this decision, and now you're just doubly fucked. So, yeah, girl. I mean, I can't even say I feel bad for you, because you fully deserve it. So, oh well.
I mean, some people.
No,
this one.
She has a chance.
That's exactly what I was, and I stopped myself because it's like, you said it already. But it's like, it is literally just that. It's one thing if you like playing the game and someone's like legal team is like, the stove is hot, and you're like, ooh. You know what I mean? Ouch.
You can't tell me what to do with my own stove, bitch. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna show you fat big crazy.
And you can't be bullied either. But like, again, when you are talking about people you don't know, that you have no business with, that ain't doing nothing to you, about shit that you know that you made up, it's like, what are we doing here?
And this is the law. This is the law. You cannot publish blatant lies about another person and not be held accountable. It's just that most of you bloggers don't ever get held accountable because people don't want to be bothered with chasing y'all down. Like, it costs money to sue somebody. So people don't want to be bothered with it. But Cardi was really pissed about these particular lies, and I cannot blame her because they were heinous. And so you are going to have to pay what the fuck you owe. Oh, well, girl, call GoFundMe.
Last but not least, I just wanted to point out that Juan Dixon has once again been called out by an athlete for some bullshit that he actually took part in. Did you see the story?
From the girl who played for DC?
Yeah.
Yes! Somebody tagged me in that and I screamed.
Same. Probably the same person.
But I'm not surprised. Every last word of it. Every word of it sounded like him. Ugh, how gross.
Basically, this girl says that Juan Dixon came to coach at UDC her junior year, that he was that he basically coached them into a losing season.
Like he typically does.
She said not because he didn't know the game, but because he didn't know how to work with the players he had.
I could see that. I could really see that.
Fast forward through a losing season with what I would consider a talented team with bad leadership. Anyway, past that, which, yes, Sounds like Juan Dixon.
Yep.
Oh, she also said that he complained and openly said from the beginning that he didn't want to work in women's basketball or coach women's basketball, and the whole goal was for him to get onto the men's side of things.
So why
which
are
he
you
later
here?
went on to do.
Why are you even here? Let somebody who wants to coach women basketball be here then. Of course you're not going to
home with Robin.
Of course you're not going to invest in your players when you don't really want the job in the first fucking place. Those girls deserve better.
So that's awful and also not surprising. But then she also alleges that she said during the off season, there was an altercation between her teammate / I think roommate, who was cheating on their girlfriend. And so like this person got caught cheating and got their ass beat behind it. And then this girl claims that
I've just been in this situation. I have literally been in this dyke ass situation.
I wanted to call you when I read this so bad, but it was probably like the middle of the night. Because I was like, girl, like,
let's talk about it.
If we had a nickel, diva.
Listen. Oh, I've been there.
But anyway, Deanna, which is apparently the girl's name, claims that her teammate went to Juan, who apparently felt some type of way that Deanna didn't help her when she was getting her ass beat.
Bitch, I'm not gonna get that dyke drama. Are you joking?
Like, you cheated.
You cheated.
And now you getting your ass beat behind it. What does this have to do with what? So this person went back, said to Juan, told Juan about the fight and everything that happened. And she claims that Juan allegedly then kicked her off the team behind it. Which, like, of course, costed her a whole bunch of shit behind, attached to school because of it and graduation or something like that.
Yeah, because that was her senior year, right? So it's probably like, they do stuff for the graduating seniors. And so it's just like, oh, well, girl, fuck you. Because of this, allegedly, according to this woman, all this shit went down. So, yeah, a true fucking mess. But honestly, every word of it sounded right up Juan Dixon's alley. Every last word.
2 weeks after this, he quit and started the job that he just lost.
So
she said, yes. So she said, how are you going to kick me off knowing you about to leave anyway?
Nigga.
Behind some bullshit.
Like, you could have just left it all alone and said, I don't give a fuck about none of this, honestly. Like, you could have just did that. Because you didn't care in the first place. Like, I don't know. Sounds like he was just being a bitch.
Deanna claims, the athletic director apologized a year later for, quote, the way everything was handled. And they gave me a senior night, which was what she didn't get. Even though I didn't play, it still F all of them and posted, like, pictures from it because people, I guess, were trying to accuse this person of lying.
Yeah, well... I mean, I don't know why. Again, it sounded very plausible to me, but...
Yeah, it didn't sound like a lie to me.
I mean, because Juan Dixon is just simply not that important to be making shit up about, but...
I mean, I get that it's just like... Some people probably feel like, oh, you just piling on, or oh, you trying to do, whatever. And I did see some of her tweets because I saw the live thread. I saw her tweets having a ball with this, talking about I didn't get my hair done, I'm about to be famous, or some shit like that. Something like that. Like, he can. But like, if this is true, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
Like, period. I don't give a fuck that people are piling on him because this nigga kicked me off the team because I didn't help a cheater when they were getting their ass beat for cheating, when that has nothing to do with the game that you helped us lose. And it is during the offseason. Like, what are you talking about?
Everybody I know, if that would have happened to them, first of all, you're going to have a grudge against Juan Dixon for the rest of your breathing days on this marble, okay? You're going to have an issue, a problem, a fucking beef with Juan Dixon for the rest of your life. And secondly, if he ever got into a bunch of public bullshit like this, of course you're going to say something about it. Hell yeah, I'm chiming in and piling on, because fuck that nigga.
It's true.
So, yeah, I don't blame her. And even if it's completely false, there's plenty of other reasons to dislike Juan Dixon. There's no shortage. So,
I mean, To be fair, I dislike Robin Dixon far more than I dislike Juan.
My issue with Juan is really about
All
the
like
sexual harassment stuff.
That was real. Like,
I
honestly,
don't give
for
a fuck
me,
about the rest of it.
I agree. Like, like the Juan was like a gag of it before. Like, oh, nigga, and y'all never get married, and all the like usual stuff.
And just the way he talks about her, it's like, bitch, where is your self-worth?
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even help it. Like, he literally every time he's on camera looks like he can't wait to go someplace else that is far away from you.
The number of times he has cheated.
Right. Like, all of that is just like peaking. But me feeling away was this story about the student who claims that he, you know, looked the other way or whatever when he was being blackmailed and sexually harassed or assaulted.
Yeah.
And then you have this female student that says not only did he kick me off the team over some bullshit, he came in clear as day saying he didn't want to work with us because we're women.
Right. So yeah, the sexual harassment is when it stopped being funny for me. I mean, the way he acted on that show with Robin, I can't believe he ever like had fans. I just don't know who found that behavior defensible, but yeah, man. I don't.
No, that's not even true because a lot of niggas, especially like early seasons of Potomac, I remember y'all fawning over Juan and saying how attractive he is.
Which, I mean, he's not ugly, but...
No, he's not. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like he... Because I was saying I'm thinking, like, has Juan had fans? But the answer is yes.
But the amount of shit that he pulled with Robin alone, I mean, to me, it just ain't enough fine in the world for that. It might be enough money, but it ain't enough fine.
I just can't wait for the next season of Potomac to hear about, because I don't even know if I'm going to be watching it, honest with you. Like, I watched this last one and it was an immediate reminder of why I took a break from reality TV, because it genuinely like frustrates me the nerve some people have.
Yeah.
When they get platforms like that. But yeah, I'm very interested to hear how they're going to try and spin these.
Right.
These
See what Andy is going to come up with when he reach into his bag.
Because, right.
Because this is bad.
We'll watch what happens live.
I hate you.
And Tekashi 6ix9ine got jumped at the gym. That's been it for Hot Tops this week. We're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and read your letters.
Hey y'all, this week's episode of the show is sponsored by Back Issue from Pineapple Street Studios. Back Issue is back with a brand new season. Back Issue reminisces on moments in pop culture's past that have shaped our present. Join host Josh Gwynn as he invites some special friends to share their perspective on some of the most formative moments in pop culture. Join them as they reflect on iconic award speeches, explore what our brains do on gossip, deep dive into Degrassi and Cheetah Girls, and more. Each episode brings personal reflection, incredible guests, and plenty of deep belly laughs. The season kicks off a conversation about the gendered politics of specific hairstyles as Josh sets out on a mission to get a silk press. It's such a fun listen. If you love pop culture and live for a throwback, this is the show for you, because nostalgia is more than just a feeling. Back Issue Season 3 is available now wherever you listen to podcasts. New episodes out every Tuesday. Go check it out, and let's get back to the show.
Well, here we are, and there you are. We're back, and it's time to read your letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com, and we may read them aloud on the show.
Speaking of Potomac, real quick, did you see all the light-skinned girls got together and took a picture at like some dinner or something, and Candace responded to it?
I did not. What did she say?
Like, literally all the light-skinned girls except for Karen had like a dinner or some shit like that.
Oh,
and
Lord.
took pictures together, and they all were dressed terribly as usual. And that's neither here nor there.
But just, throwing that in there.
Yeah, but apparently there was like videos or whatever from the dinner, and someone posted a video with the song "Fuck Bitches Get Money" or some shit, or a caption that said that. And Candace was like, clearly they're plotting for how they're going. They're plotting storylines for the next season. And it's just very sad because like Potomac doesn't have to be this. The audience is tired of it and all this other shit. Like,
good for her.
I wasn't even mad at her, to be honest with you. I'm
no, me either.
as I guess a member of the audience. I'm not interested in any of y'all coming back trying to deflect on somebody else's husband that God bless him if they can even walk up the stairs or not. And here you come talking about, but we can't talk about none of your goddamn lying ass business. Fuck that.
I mean, again, not really seeing a problem there, but all right.
Yeah, this is the letters.
Let's dive into y'all's mess. Again, asktheread@gmail.com if you have a question for us. Our first letter comes from Miles, who says, "Hi, Kif here and Crystal. 2 months ago, my ex Davis broke up with me. We had been dating for a year and a half." And his reasoning was that he felt I didn't have time for him, which is valid because I've been busy. It was an amicable breakup, and we decided we would be friends after a little time apart. Fast forward to last week. After not talking for a bit, he hit me up and asked how I was doing. We had a little catch up, and he asked if I could cat sit for him for a week while he takes a trip to New York.
Hell!
I agreed, and 2 days later, he dropped the cat off. Now, this is where I admittedly dropped the ball.
This is right here.
While bringing in groceries later that day, I left the door open between trips and the cat ran out. I didn't see it when it happened, and once I realized, I frantically started looking around for him, but I couldn't find him. I live in downtown Baltimore, so I was worried he got hit by a car or attacked by strays. I fucked up by not initially telling my ex, thinking that the cat would come back. But when Friday rolled around, I figured it wasn't happening.
Oh.
Davis was scheduled to come back that following Tuesday, and when I finally called him, he goes off on me. I was apologizing and crying, but he was still irate. And then, between calling me out my name, he said, "And to think I've been feeling guilty about being out here with Kenny."
Okay.
Kenny is another man that I used to date for 7 years, and we broke up 3 years ago.
Oh, so he fucking your ex.
That's right. He said, "I'm fucking your ex." Kenny and I have been cordial since the breakup, and we see each other out now and again. But apparently, at some point that I'm unaware of, Kenny and Davis started fucking and took this trip to New York City together.
Sickening.
So now I'm pissed. Not only do I feel lied to and betrayed, I feel played, which is the worst of all.
Let's get back to Boots. What happened to poor Felix? Like, what?
Why would you say Boots? What? Why would you do that, Sherry?
Like, you said you're talking about. Like, why this poor cat?
Just wait, nigga.
Oh.
My initial plan was to beat his ass the next time I saw him, but lo and behold, Sunday rolled around and the cat came back.
I mean, they do. A lot of them do.
Listen, the cat said I went out. I hold around for a few days.
That's like they do that. They
I
literally
smoked,
do that.
I drank, and then I came home.
Yes.
What's the drama?
What's the problem?
So here's my dilemma. I want to hurt this man. Physically would have sufficed, but now I think I can settle for emotional damage. My niece has been asking for a cat, and my sister recently agreed to get her one.
Girl.
I'm considering giving this man's cat to my niece. The cat is 2 years old, affectionate, and extremely well-mannered. She'd make a great pet for my young niece. I talked about this with my two besties, but they are split. How would y'all handle this situation? My exes got back in town today, and I haven't made up my mind about what I'm going to do. Thanks, Miles. What a journey, Miles. What a journey you took us on.
I mean,
what do you do?
Okay, so I'm not a cat person at all. I think probably for the same reason why I respect them, which is that they know who they are.
Oh, yeah.
And They're not worried about you. If you're not going to do it, they will do it their motherfucking self. Period. And another thing about it is, bitch, if you think that I'm just going to sit here just lollygagging, looking at your ugly ass all day, you have another thing coming. Like, I'm going to hit the beat. I'm going to introduce myself. I got to get to know the people. The girls got to see my face.
Yeah.
I'm a cat. Don't be stupid. So they will literally go around, make friends, fuck on whoever, and come back when they're ready.
That's
like,
right.
They'll go on a bender and then come back to the house. And you're going to deal with it. Like, what?
Figure it out.
Girl, I'm a cat. I got this. Like, that's just their energy.
It is.
So I respect that, but it's also too much for me. They have too much personality. So, to you, Miles, two things. The first thing is that in order for you to ask the questions that you asked to end the letter the way that you did, you have to recognize the extreme massive pettiness that exists within Crystal and I.
You do.
And I really appreciate that. I do. Because that can go overlooked or people don't want to talk about it, but you see that and you accept that. And I thank you for it. You are out of your damn mind. If you don't give this man back his motherfucking cat, what are you talking about?
Oh, baby.
You are ready to give your... Okay. All right. So, I don't know. This is... Your exes fucking on one another. Less than ideal.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
And especially if one or both of them has just been keeping this under wraps from you or whatever. But another part of me feels like, you're not with either one of them niggas anymore. You have the freedom to go fuck on somebody if you want to do so. You may not pick one of their exes to do that with, but you're single. I don't think that you aren't owed a level of honesty or respect. I definitely think that a conversation can be had. If you want to cuss some niggas out, you can do that. I feel like there are a lot of even petty options here that don't involve donating somebody else's goddamn pet to your niece.
But you have to admit that is hilarious. That's so funny. I'm sorry. The petty part of me really gets
the thought of it is no, I fully respect it. And I won't even deny that if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't consider it. But it would be
a real
like
battle for me. It would.
I would not be a battle for me. It would be like the same way when your ex or the nigga you're with is really pushing it or is just completely violated, and you have that couple of seconds where I could kill you. I could kill you, and how could I get away with it?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill you.
It's too much. It's literally too much.
I might in a similar situation be I'm
gonna keep this fucking cat.
Think about it. Nah. I don't think that I would have thought about it, gone to two friends, and then written into a podcast to ask for further advice.
I might have.
Listen, Garfield has nothing to do with this. Take Binks back to that nigga's house or get somebody to drop her off. Because
God help us.
But thank you. This was great. Filled me with joy.
I'm really of two minds here. Like,
how? Crystal, are you kidding me?
No, because the therapist side of me is like, obviously give this man his cat back. But I mean,
the therapist side of you?
Yeah, the therapist side is like, come on, girl. Because the first instinct is, oh, you gonna fuck my ex. Oh, okay. So you just gonna deliberately, of all the niggas in this world, go fuck my ex. The last person I was with before I was with you. No, but here's the thing.
The living situation of a living animal.
Here's the thing. Well, I mean, the cat is too. It'll be fine. What? The cat clearly still goes out on the stroll whenever she feels like it.
I'm not saying that this motherfucker's niece is going to eat it. I'm just saying, like,
girl.
I mean,
the two is plenty of years left. The cats live like 30 years. It's fine.
All I'm saying is, if you do this, you need to write some more shit into us. I want to know what your life is about because you are a bad and bold motherfucker. And
I'm just saying, I would be that pissed. I would be that pissed that you fucked my ex up. I would seriously consider giving my niece that cat. I would. And I would really have to think about, like, is this the type of person I want to be? Is this the type of energy I want to put into the universe in order to not
situation?
Do it? No.
But like the other way?
No, I feel like, no, because...
No, okay, yes. Yeah, I see how I'm wrong.
Because I won the candle debate, but I'm losing this one.
Because the therapist side of you. It's like, he should give this man's cat.
Right. But the petty, angry, vindictive bitch side of me is like, listen, I already told you the cat was missing. You've mourned, or you're mourning, whatever. That's your business. You know, I did something that hurt you. You did something that hurt me. And so that we're just hurting each other now. This is just what we do. So, you know, you already think the cat is gone. It might as well really be gone.
No, I'm laughing because I'm just like, there's still so many other petty things. Like, I would give the cat back to him. Like, if I'm getting pet, just for example.
Okay.
I would give the cat back to him, but not before I have somebody die the word. I was going to say die the word facts.
Okay, I like that because it grows out, but it's embarrassing for a while.
Like, you have your pet back, but that's also like really humiliating and awful. But that's also terrible because then the cat says facts.
Well, so the cat don't know. For all you know, the cat like his facts sweater.
That's worse. I think that might be worse.
No, that's definitely not worse. It's definitely not worse.
Or like dye it all pink. Maybe not that.
They might love that though. What if they love the new pink cat?
That's true.
What if it's right in with their fucking aesthetic and now it's an Instagram famous pink cat? And you gave this nigga a gift. No. I would give the cat back, but I would really have to argue with myself about it. It would take the therapist side of me probably a few days. Probably a few days to beat the other side of me down and be like, bitch, we're not doing this. That is putting some terrible energy into the world. Don't be like this. Like,
how have we been able to do this for 10 years? We're terrible people.
I love how we grow, but don't.
Like in so many ways, but then at the same time, we're like, yeah, no, I would give my niece somebody else's cat.
I would think about it. I would seriously consider it, and I would sleep on it. And I would take good care of the cat while I thought about it. But then I would give you your cat back, and I would cut you the fuck out on my way out. And then I would leave it there because your ex is allowed to fuck other people. Your exes are allowed to fuck each other. That's just hurting your feelings, but they didn't necessarily do you wrong. Mm-hmm. So I think, you know, after a few days, my rational side would win out over the feelings that were so hurt. My feelings would be so hurt by this.
I might also like bring the cat back and be like, so here's Puff. And also
if you make up one more name for this fucking cat.
And then also,
I'm gonna throw it.
Here's its litter, and I would just Like I would like keep it a little extra long to like really let the litter and all of the pieces like stew in there.
Oh yeah.
And then I would empty it.
That's gonna smell so bad.
On their living.
Oh yes.
So like drop off the cat and then literally drop off the litter on the ground. Mama D style.
Yeah.
Just pour it out. Like I'm just thinking like I'm spitballing here. I'm just saying like you can give this nigga his cat back and also like exact revenge in fun ways. Let's talk about it.
Right. Because I'm pretty sure, keeping the cat and giving it to your niece is like a crime. That sounds like theft. I feel like pets are personal property and you can't do that. So,
and it's like every time I go see my niece,
I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna think about it and I'm gonna be a little satisfied. Honestly, I'm gonna smile to myself a little bit every time.
Every time that you know that she has a stolen cat,
I'm gonna laugh a little bit and be like, "I got that nigga back though, didn't I? I got my lick back."
Sometimes I think there's no way I'm making it into heaven. And then there are moments like this where I'm like, maybe we can talk about it.
You're in there.
Like maybe we can negotiate at the gate.
Again, I would give the cat back. I would just sit on it for a few days and really consider. I would.
Listen, that's enough time to collect the poops.
It is. It is.
To then drop off on his doormat.
Good luck, Miles. Don't keep this cat. Please return it. Please return. Please return the cat.
But if you don't, call me. I want to get to know you. Because you're living life on the edge. You might need a series.
And you don't give a fuck about nothing.
Like, at all. And it's like, I respect that. I respect that.
Oh, boy. All right. All right.
Oh, that was a blast.
Oh, God. Now, this next person has a real problem. I'm sorry.
On top of that, I'm sorry. I just forgot to say this.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what I did. If you let Link run out your front door and be missing for a week, your head is already coming off, period. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I did or what we was talking about. Right. If you want to box, then that's great. I'm already ready. I've been ready to fight. But then let me find out that you got my dog back and gave it to somebody.
Oh, he might have the cat microchipped or something. What? Oh, well, no. If he had the cat microchipped, he wouldn't be tripping about where it was at. Right. Never mind. Well, I mean, and also, you would not, of all the many places where you could store Link, you would not call an ex. You would get that bitch boarded or give her.
That's a very good point.
Let a friend stay with like an ex. You would never call an ex to watch Link for a week or whatever. You would never do that.
That's true. So, I can't even imagine.
No, right. Ever. Right. And I just, and then being like, well, this is admittedly where I fucked up. I left the door wide open and the cat, like, baby, that is a huge fuck up. You're cat sitting. That's like being like.
Ex to watch my shoes while I go out of town. Like, I'm good.
Technically, I left your baby in the snack aisle at the Piggly Wiggly. And, when I got back there, it was gone. But how mad can you really be? Like,
that ain't gonna turn out. Okay.
Give the cat back, Miles. All right. Our next letter comes from Madison, who says, "Hey, y'all. My sister Vivian is a terrible listener. I think her personality overall sucks, but she's the only sibling I have. So I try my best to tolerate the bad parts and embrace the good parts. My issue with her is that if anyone vents to her or brings up a problem, her immediate response is to tell them what she would do in that situation and then try and convince them to do what she would do. She has told me on more than one occasion about a coworker who confided in her about money issues, and then she did her thing of trying to convince them to do what she would. And when they didn't agree, she said, well, I guess you want to just stay in your position then. I told her that was mean, but she doesn't think so. And she even tries to give me all types of parenting advice when I didn't ask, and she's not even a parent. It's hard to talk to her about her It's hard to talk to her about her actions because she immediately gets defensive and will attack either my looks or the fact that I'm a single mom. I have no idea how to approach this. How would you handle a person who thrives on aggressively giving unsolicited advice? Thanks, Madison.
Okay, just roll back for me. Madison has not confronted. I know she said that she tries to tolerate the bad, and
she tries to tolerate the bad, and she says that when you talk to Vivian about the way she acts, she gets all defensive and then attacks Madison for her looks or for the fact that she's a single mom, which to me is the bigger issue.
Fuck?
What kind of shit is that?
And what does that even have to do with anything? What? I don't know. I think...
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now...
Just being real.
I try to give everybody a fair one. Like, and by that I mean like a fair, calm, honest conversation about how I'm evaluating my relationship with them. And usually those conversations only take place with people that I care about and would like in my life.
Yes.
But they also usually come with hopefully the understanding that you can promptly leave my life if you are going to be a burden to it.
Yeah.
Unsolicited advice is already like tricky. It coming from a sibling about personal stuff like your child, your parenting, your marital status, your fucking looks.
Ooh.
It's just too many steps too far.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, I'll just say, I feel like you're going to slay this. Crystal, I mean.
This letter?
Yeah, and I'm fascinated. I'm really interested to hear what you're going to say, because I just feel like I would sit my sibling down and be like, look, I know that you like to give advice and you believe that your way is the right way. And I understand that probably makes you feel very validated and feels like you have like an assignment and a place on God's green. But you got one more time to tell me what to do before I punch you in your left eye. Like, now, I might still be riled up from Miles's letter.
You might.
Like,
you might.
But what I'm saying is, we need to like, basically just like, look, I'm not in a place and interested in being in a place where my peace is disrupted.
Yep.
For the purpose of feeding your ego. I love you so much. You mean so much to me, but our relationship will be in jeopardy if this behavior continues. And it doesn't really need to. Like, you can let me be a grown-up and I can let you be a grown-up, and we can respect each other. And all the things you name that she tries you about. And then if there's still defenses and all that stuff, you know what you have to do. Like, I don't think, especially family, we love them, and trust me, I love my family so much. And I feel like almost everything I do is for them or for y'all. And big discussion in therapy today. I got to do some things for me.
Okay.
But we're not talking about me. But yeah, no, like, I get that, like, feeling of just kind of allowing yourself to be bullied or beat up on or disrespected because you want to preserve the relationship with a family member. And it's like, girl, them niggas can be expendable too. Ain't nobody above your peace.
Yes. I fully agree. I think the issue here is there are a lot. The unsolicited advice is one thing because a lot of people do that, not even realizing that it can be construed as rude. So that's like strike one. But then when you try to say something to her about it, she gets all mad and starts bringing up shit that don't have nothing to do with the conversation.
Like, what?
That lets me know that she is an extremely critical person and yet can't stand to be criticized.
Yeah.
And that's also not going to work for me. Like,
at all.
If you can dish it out, then you have to be able to take it, as far as I'm concerned.
Woof.
And the fact that she comes back with shit that don't have nothing to do with the situation and then hits below the belt to you, her sibling, talking about your looks and the fact that you're a single parent. What the fuck? So, like, she's trying to cut at your self-esteem at that point.
Samuels?
Like, this person isn't treating you in a loving way. I mean, and you even said my sister is a terrible listener, and I think her personality sucks overall. But, like, you're just trying to hang in there anyway because she's your sister. I'm not hearing anything that's making it worth it.
I mean...
You said you want to embrace the good parts and then did not put one good part in this letter.
It would have helped. Just for framing.
So I think the next time she tried to give me some unsolicited parenting advice, I would say, no, thanks. And if she was like, oh, you must... And if she said, well, I guess you want to stay in your position, I would say, what I don't want to do is what you would do. I don't want to be anything like you. I don't want your life.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you talk to people, and I don't like your behaviors.
That might be it tonight, girl. I actually love that.
Yeah.
I actually love that. And I again, Miles has got me at a 10. So, like, I almost prefer that you wait for the right time to just say that so it truly cuts. Because who the fuck do you think you are talking about my looks and my goddamn parenting and me being a single mother motherfucker? Like, how dare you? But that is like the true read.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be you. I don't want to be anything like you.
I may be ugly
Truth is,
and a single
if you
mother.
weren't my goddamn sister, I don't even know if I'd speak to you.
Like, literally, I would step right over you if we were not related by blood.
So, like...
I can be all the worst things you think in the whole world, and I still wouldn't want to trade places with you.
I understand that you maybe feel like telling people what you would do makes you empowered. But understand me tonight, sis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want or need to be anything like you. Go you. For you.
Right. It isn't
and
for me.
Do you. For you.
It's not for
but
me.
Me? I am me.
Oh, I've witnessed the way you live your life, and I don't want any parts of that.
I'm just not interested. So think about that the next time your impulses tell you to part your lips and give me direction in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about anything else. Anything else? Have you heard the new Doja Cat? Are you watching SWV and SK? Have you ever had a cronut? What happened to those?
Oh, they still sell them right here, and the spot is not far from my apartment.
I'm just saying.
And I can talk about that. Like,
anything
there
else?
are so many topics in the world. Pick something other than me and my parenting or unsolicited chiming in about my life. And if she can't seem to do that, then I would simply limit my communication with her. Because if you don't listen to my words, you're going to listen to my actions. I will not tolerate this. Now you decide whether you're going to change. I'm not tolerating this. And that is called a boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the calm sitting down, respectable face-to-face thing, I would still say, like, sweetie, because, and I love you so much and whatever, but I really need you to understand, I don't want to be anything like you. Like,
you really love that.
the tone. No, I really feel like, girl, because that's the gag, and it might be the gag that she needs. Like, maybe no one has said that.
Yeah, I feel
Clear
like they
as day.
haven't. Right, baby. I don't wanna be like you. Look at how you act. Look how you treat your friends and your alleged loved ones. I don't want no part of that.
No, shut up. Listen to me. Have you thought about that?
Your sister needs a therapist, but you are not her therapist. and you don't have to put up with this type of behavior from anybody. Not even family, not even your only sibling. It's a damn shame, but some people only have one sibling and that one sibling sucks.
Yeah,
it's just too bad. I'm sorry, baby. That is how a cookie crumbles sometimes. But your sister, you deserve better than to be treated like this. Period. Talking about my parenting is one thing. Insulting my looks and the fact that I'm single because I said, hey, mind your business is beyond disrespectful, girl. So good luck to you as you handle that with your sister. Please let us know how it goes, especially Miles. Please update us on Catgate. And give the fucking cat back. That is going to wrap up the questions for this week. Send yours to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break and be right back.
Hey, y'all, did you know shipping costs are the #1 cause of abandoned carts, on the World Wide Web? In a world where free and fast shipping is the norm, it can be hard for smaller e-commerce businesses to compete. When you use ShipStation, you can lower shipping costs, making returns easy and keeping your customers happy. ShipStation makes it easy to grow your business by handling your orders from every marketplace in one dashboard. And that way you can also feel like a true on-the-go diva. ShipStation effortlessly integrates everywhere you sell online, including Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and more. You can automate routine shipping tasks, print labels, and easily compare rates and delivery times to optimize every shipment and automate delivery notifications. Plus, get up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. Okay, we've actually used ShipStation ourselves, or Alex has rather, for merch. I think she still does. So keep growing your business all year long with ShipStation. Use promo code READ today at ShipStation.com to sign up for your free 60-day trial. That's ShipStation.com, promo code READ. I'm going to say it one more time, ShipStation.com, promo code READ. All right, let's finish the show. All right, folks. It's time to wrap things up with the read of the day. And I'll begin because I really don't have that much to say.
Yeah, no, me either. So go ahead.
Fantastic. 1. The first season of HBO's The Last of Us has completed. I loved it. I thought that they did a great job. I thought that it was such a beautiful adaptation and the performances were so strong, and didn't have enough infected, but the industry ain't really spending money like that right now. So I guess I'm not. The ones that they did have were effective enough. And they say there's going to be more infected in season 2. But that brings me to my point. Gamers, geeks, nerds, fandom.
Yeah.
Really? Spoilers? Just live on Twitter?
Oh, no.
Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop posting GIFs. Stop posting memes. Stop posting spoilers before motherfuckers have even shot anything. I don't even know if season 2's in pre-production. Probably. But regardless, like, okay, you play the second game. A lot of people who watched the first season of the show don't know what happens from here. And they should be able to go into the next season and have fun and be just as engaged and thrilled and chilled as those of us who got to experience the story for the first time. Don't be that nerd nobody likes him.
Man.
Stop it. Stop spoiling. Like, There are other, like, how the fuck did Game of Thrones have so many seasons of that goddamn show? I mean, I'm sure some people did post the spoilers, but it feels like for the most part, the fandom that read the books really held strong and held the line. And maybe even got a little, like, little pleasure out of being like, I know the story, but if you read the books.
If you bitches would just pick up a book, you could also know.
Right.
Right.
Like, do the same thing, especially because, like, it's cool that the show is also getting people talking about games. You know, and people are, you know, some people are like, oh, they might, like, you know, get a PlayStation and try the game out because I like the show so much. So, like, give people a chance to do that. When you spoil it, it's just like, oh, fucking nerds, I don't like this dumb shit. Stop it. Don't be that person. And you wouldn't want somebody to spoil something for you either. So don't be an idiot. Be considerate of people. That's one. Two, real quick. Parents. I feel like, you know, we have been team y'all this episode. And many others. Many others.
Usually, kind of.
But I do want to remind y'all that I don't give a fuck about your babies come time for this Super Mario movie to come out. I'm promising you right here and right now that on April 5th or whatever day I choose to go and watch this fucking Chris Pratt-led movie, which I could go into a whole other read about voice acting and how it doesn't need to, but you know what? Some other time. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn kids when it comes to this movie. Like, you will be lucky if I don't punt one of your children out of the way when it comes to my peace of mind and enjoyment for this particular film. Okay, I don't give a, oh, it's about the children. It's about the children. The children can blow it out of one side of their ass. Okay,
it is literally it's literally for kids.
I don't give a fuck about that. Mario is for family. It is for family. You play Mario Kart, don't you?
Yes, families include baby children.
And they will respect that I don't have any, and I want to enjoy the movie.
I'm sorry, I'm usually with you, but this is for kids.
It is not for kids. Super Mario is enjoyed by many. And in fact, this movie, I'm pretty sure this is an Illumination movie.
From the movie.
You hush that up. You hush that.
And
I don't care about that.
Is it rated G?
Maybe.
G means you can bring the church group.
It is rated parental guidance. Thank you very much.
PG.
And so I will say, honey, parents, parentals, guide your motherfucking
PG.
children to watch it I get into the goddamn theater, honey. Because, honey, I don't give a good goddamn, honey.
These kids are watching Stranger Things and The Last of Us. You think they
No, I'm totally joking. Like, this is the one. No, I'm kidding. This is the one movie where I'm fully prepared to deal with the kids like screaming and laughing and running up and down the aisles. I'm probably gonna see it like at the fancy iPic.
Yeah, go as late as possible.
That I feel like those things as a combo lessen the chances.
Yeah.
But I have also gone to go see fucking, I don't know, Hereditary or some shit at 11 p.m. And somehow there will still, someone will manage to bring a baby. So.
Well, rich people will pay $15, $20 for their kids to go to the movies. Regular people
they absolutely will. Like, I just.
Not when kids can go to the movies for like what, $5 or $6 or something during the day.
But there were kids
probably cheaper than that.
There were kids at the showing of Creed 3 that I went to on Sunday, which, by the way, both of my husbands did an exceptional job.
All right, we back on that.
So I really enjoyed it. But that was at the AMC. So
the AMC. It makes sense.
So either way, there are chances. But no, I really just wanted to have some fun with that because I saw a bunch of Super Mario's promo when I went to go to the movies this past weekend. It looks really good.
Chris Pratt's voice
Besides
is
the fact
Mario.
that Chris Pratt is voicing Mario, yes,
I
it's
cannot
the one.
take it.
It's the
so
one.
bad. His voice is so
But like
bad.
everything else is so spot on. Like
I know.
it's just
I know.
like Illumination did they do the Lego movies? Am I making that up?
Who?
Because that would maybe explain it.
Oh.
Illumination's the company. Illumination Entertainment. I know they're famous for Despicable Me and I think Ice Age. Maybe they did it. No.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, it's like the one thing I feel like I'm just gonna have to muscle through. But
you are.
But the trailers and everything, it just looks so fun. And even Rainbow Road and Mario Kart is in it.
Which Rainbow Road?
It looks like maybe an original one. It looks real good. Watch the trailer. When you watch the final trailer, when you get a hand. Lots of Easter eggs and stuff and like that in there.
Okay.
And I'm sure like
fun,
a lot of
sexy.
families are gonna have. And I believe that it's gonna be one of those movies that has like jokes for everyone. Where you're just not like
that's true.
Scrolling your phone or whatever and just happy that, you brought your niece or your goddaughter out or your, your friend's kids.
Right.
So that your homie can have a nap for once. It feels like I'm actually going to enjoy this too as a Super Mario Brothers fan. It's probably going to do crazy numbers at the box office.
Yeah, it probably is. Because it's, it's for everybody.
Yeah, literally.
And it's an iconic fucking brand. So.
And I think that Nintendo and probably Universal Illumination are up to a little thing where they're going to like, I feel like they're going to build. I'm such a nerd. I feel like they're building towards a Smash Brothers movie. Like, I feel like they're going to do this Super Mario movie.
Okay.
Donkey Kong is in it. I feel like they'll probably do a Zelda movie.
Oh, ooh. A Breath of the Wild. Don't play with me. That would be incredible.
See them doing a Zelda.
Oh, now I'll be there for that. And leave your baby at home
Pokemon is a
for
given. They do those all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Star Fox movie and then bring it all together with Kirby leading a Super Smash Brothers movie, bringing it all together. Nintendo's got their Nintendoverse, their Smash
like Marvel.
Cinematic.
Yes.
Their Smash CU.
Wow. Free ideas for Nintendo. This is really crazy.
Oh, and last but not least, Donald Trump, we don't care. Stop, like, your time, like, it's giving sad, it's giving pathetic, it's giving late for a very important date. Please just go to jail. Or don't. Like, I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Would love for him to just magically no longer be a thing. Would really love for that to be true. So, actually, related to Donald Trump, I too just wanted to say a few things very quickly. First of all, to all these Republicans who are passing these anti-drag laws in different states across the country.
Girl.
You...
Really? Thank you.
Honestly, for the longest time, I just thought this was a continuation of the anti-trans stuff they have been doing. Like, I didn't realize they were actually like making the distinction now, like doing the anti-trans and the anti-drag stuff until I started seeing more people talking about it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Not the same fucking states where white women storm the gay club for their fucking bachelorette parties. Where
talk about it.
Drag brunch even became a thing so that y'all could come and grope at the girls and be inappropriate. Talk about it. Over your fucking mimosas.
Shoes,
like,
tug their wigs.
Not the exact same bitches who be seeking out the community when they want to have fun without feeling like they're going to get sexually assaulted. Because that's why you don't go to straight shit. That's why you don't be up in the straight clubs with them people, because you want to go somewhere you can actually feel safe and then turn around and endanger them same people that provide the safety for you. That's really fucking crazy to me. Drag queens are not predators. It is not a class.
They're entertainers.
They are people who get all dressed up, very fancy and ornate, And they put on shows, they sing or dance or lip sync or they act, they do fun, creative things. Some of them are kind enough to donate their time to doing something for y'all's fuck ass children, reading books or passing out
I want you to know.
balloons at the hospital or something, even though they don't have or want kids.
Like OnlyFans says, they are in the 0.1% of creators. 99.9% of drag couldn't give a fuck about your goddamn kids.
And the drag shows that are for children are very much marketed that way.
Clearly.
They're
like
very
clearly.
Saturday at 3 p.m. Come on. Like,
now Sunday at 3 p.m.
Yes, there are some drag artists whose shows and content are not appropriate for children, and they make that known.
Yes.
Drag queens are not the fucking boogeyman, just like trans people are not the boogeyman. And I don't know why y'all thought, A, that it was acceptable for this to be happening to trans people at all, or B, that this was not the very next step in the line. Like, it makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just am so... This country is really draining and really overwhelming. And I honestly have to spend less time tapped into the news and to a larger extent, social media. Like, I literally can't spend as much time engaging with the news online or offline because it's a way, it zaps my hope out of this existence. And I need to be holding on to as much of that shit as I possibly can. I just cannot believe y'all are doing this.
And once again, on the topic of kids. Get out of my face.
I do not come to
about the effects that you will, again, take your baby to go see fucking Cocaine Bear like it's nothing.
Oh my God.
Down at the theater watching 50 Shades of Grey with your fucking 5-year-old. But the drag girls can't have brunch?
It just doesn't.
What the fuck are we even doing?
Computing. It's really not making sense.
What are we even doing?
It's just a way to further marginalize LGBTQ people and make their existence even fucking harder. To target them and their livelihoods specifically. And these people are not hurting anybody with their drag. Every last one of these states passing these laws has real fucking problems. And this is what their government is focusing on.
If anything, they're hurting themselves more than anybody else. Have you ever tucked your goddamn penis? Those of them that have them.
Man, all the girls talk about how drag is fucking painful. Like,
wearing those goddamn shoes, gluing a wig to your head every
2 pairs of tights and dresses and heels and pads,
lashes.
Oh my God. The effort. Like, I don't care about
But we're here to talk about your discomfort.
At something that is completely optional. You can live a life free of drag queens. It is very easy to do.
I've been wearing 12 pairs of lashes and full coverage foundation out here on Ocean Drive for 9 hours in these 6-inch heels. And you want me to talk about your discomfort?
How you feel bad?
If you don't get out of my goddamn face,
like,
that can't
really go fuck off. If you care so much about kids, why don't you do something to actually protect them from the people who are actually preying on them? Which, no shade, more often than it should be, is their damn parents. Why don't you worry about making sure the kids have access to safe schools, that they don't have to worry about what to do in case a fucking gunman enters their school? Why don't you make sure they all have the clothing they need, nutritious lunches, plenty of time to play, a varied curriculum so that they get exposed to lots of different things and figure out what interests and intrigues them. Why don't you work on actually building these children up and not traumatizing them from day fucking one?
Why don't we do some work on, I don't know, making so they can go to school without being shot to death.
The basics is what I'm asking for. Or living in
fear that they'll be shot to death. I feel like that's a far more major step in the right direction. It would be.
Look around, girls, because the society is broken. The society is broken.
I mean, they're the ones breaking it. It's like, I mean, they know it.
Okay. And secondly, I wanted to say I have not seen Swarm. I do not think I will see Swarm.
I don't think you will either.
The reviews I've heard and the one scene that I saw, I just don't think it's for me.
Lots of blood. Lots of blood.
Yeah. I gleaned that the main character is a serial killer of some sort, and she, I guess, is a Beehive stan. So, I mean,
she's a fan of the Swarm.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't say Beehive.
Actually, they did at one point, but whatever.
Okay. Well, regardless of who she is, what she does, I mean, shout out to Dominique Fishback. I'm not looking at this, but what I wanted to talk about is the sex scene with Chloe and Damson Idris. Is it? It's Idris, right? Not Idris.
I think so.
Okay. Well, anyway, this went viral on the internet when the show came out last week, and the sheer number of you dumb niggas who I saw criticizing Chloe for getting back shots on camera as if she was actually getting fucked on camera, or B, as if there's anything wrong with depicting a sex scene. I was like, my mind was really blown. Niggas legitimately believe that Chloe was getting fucked by this man on camera for the sake of this show. Yes.
No.
Yes.
They don't believe that she was genuinely happy.
Yes. Going back. Okay. Listen. I understand choosing to not believe
This is my style. Like, I'm not surprised that niggas were acting a fool behind it or just being fucking
legitimately criticizing
or reaching for any reason to fuck with her, but come on.
It is mind-blowing how fucking stupid y'all are.
No.
This is called acting. It's called acting.
What?
It is fake. It is choreographed. It's happening in a room full of people that you can't see because they're off the camera. I feel like I have to break this down. There are props used. This is not what you think you are seeing is not actually happening.
She said there was like a beach ball between them or something.
Yeah. Like, it isn't real. It would be a totally different movie if it was.
Did y'all think that Lawrence was fucking Tasha?
Let me tell you, as somebody who frequently had to read through the insecure hashtags, more than a few people thought that was like really happening. Like, how can y'all do this?
Some of it are dumb.
So now most people are saying like, oh, this looks so real. I wonder how they do it. But some of y'all think that these actors consent to actually fucking on camera for these scripted shows. And that isn't true. Just look it up. I challenge some of you to just look it up instead of tweeting the first thing that comes to your mind. Just look it up.
I cannot believe. Okay.
Just look it up.
I'm a little blown by that.
Last but not least, fuck Tokyo Toni.
Girl.
She's really, truly so fucking raggedy. If you don't know, Angela White, aka Black China, is the daughter of Tokyo Toni, whose real name I don't know because she has never been important enough for anybody to ask. But I don't know if she would rather be called Angela or Black China. I'm gonna just call her Black China. But
I saw her latest post, and I think a couple where she said, "My name is Angela."
Oh, okay.
Her name is Angela, so she's probably rebranding.
Okay. Well, I mean, and I'm not mad at it because Angela has made a lot of changes publicly over the past several months. She quit doing OnlyFans. She had her ass implants taken out or her BBL reversed or whatever that is. She has gotten the fillers removed from her face. And
she's still working on that.
Right. I mean, I guess it's a process
but,
when you
she's like dissolving them.
Do so much of it. But, you know, she has been out and about lately looking peaceful in a way I've not seen before and looking good. Honestly, she looks like she is truly working on herself. And so you would think that her... If you didn't know Tokyo Tony, you would think she would be proud of this bitch. Baby, since Angela started making these changes, Tokyo Tony has been going on the internet talking about how this girl is tied to the Illuminati and she gonna sacrifice Tokyo Tony for this and they gonna put her on drugs and they gonna tear her down. You're the one who's going to tear her down. So the most recent shit after, Angela posted this, not Link saying it is time to get off the fucking phone.
Sit down. You hear somebody?
You swear you a guard dog.
I mean, shit really gives it to them if they're doing too much in the hall.
So anyway, Angela posted these pictures of herself and everybody was talking about how proud they were of her for, making these changes in her life and all this shit. Here come fucking Tokyo Tony talking about how, Lord help me, y'all what'd she say? Some punks? Some clowns. She said, "Oh, we so proud of her. Y'all so proud of her for this. Like, girl, whatever. Y'all some clowns. Oh, this is so sweet. You taking your butt shot out your face. Like, bitch, really? Oh, we so proud of her. Like, so you're mocking the fact that your daughter is doing things to take care of herself, seems to be actively working on healing her body image, her sense of self-worth, her sense of self-esteem. Like, she's making all of these changes that appear to be so positive and moving in the right direction. And you mocking people for being proud of her? Bitch, do you know that as her mother, you're supposed to be the main one? Do you get that? Some of y'all parents be getting unfairly, or not unfairly, y'all be getting unsolicited criticism for a reason.
That's true.
I'm going to forever criticize a bitch who will treat her own child like this. It actually makes so much of Angela's story make so much fucking sense. And that has been true since the beginning. I feel like as soon as we met Tony, we was like, oh, bitch, I see how this happened. Like, yeah, girl, it's all falling into place at this point. But the fact that this girl seems to be trying to turn her life around and actually move in a positive direction for the sake of herself and her children, and her mama is still her biggest fucking op, to the point where this girl says she had to block her. Like, I fully cannot even speak to that woman right now because all she brings is negativity into my space. You are her fucking mother. Some of y'all are really just trash parents, and it ain't no nicer way to put it.
That lady got demons, and I mean it in like the emotional sense. She's got like a lot of work that she needs to do on herself.
Absolutely.
That I'm sure she's nowhere near interested in doing. She probably like homegirl sister and just feel like she know everything. And a lot of this, I don't really pay too much attention to what's going on over there. This re-makeover journey that she's going on for me has been like, this has been like the closest I've been paying attention to what's going on with Angela for a while, because she's been like very, very candid about it. And she talked in the last video I saw, she talked about how a lot of stuff we've talked about before.
Yep.
How, she got a lot of work done at a very young age when her body wasn't done, like moving around and developing and changing. And she's like, I changed my diet because I'm getting older and just my lifestyle is different, and all of this other stuff. And so my body naturally is also changing, and so it makes the fillers look different, and or makes this different, or it makes me feel different, or there could be this health complication. So it's like she's been very, very honest. Very, like you said, it seems like at peace with everything that's going on. She looks nice and looks like she's really happy with the decisions she's making. So it doesn't really like make any sense to me why, even if you don't buy it, why you would come on the internet and be, although I don't know why you, but I'm just saying, like, let's say for all intents and purposes, you feel like it's for show or something. I don't know. Like, why is this person's mother, are you going to come on here and shit on the progress that she seems like she's trying to make, and then at the same time call people who are trying to be supportive clowns? Like, what are we supposed to do? Say you ain't shit, or you ugly? Like, what are we like? Versus what it gave me?
Ooh, Lord.
It gives me, y'all are estranged, you're bitter about it.
Yep.
And any little thing that she do or say, you're going to have something to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how.
Because something deep inside you knows that in order for her to fix her life, she had to cut you out of it.
Maybe.
And you're going to have to sit with that. Like, you clearly have your own work that needs to be done. You clearly have your own shit that you have left unexamined. And Angela doesn't seem to be doing that anymore for herself. And so I'm glad she has random ass strangers on the internet to say, hey, girl, we love you. We're proud of you. Keep going.
Why
I see you. Because you, her own goddamn mother, aren't doing it. I'm glad strangers are saying it because she's not getting it from the person who owes it to her the most.
Like, she's not eating live babies. Like, what are you?
Some of y'all should have never been parents. Some of y'all have no business having kids.
And like, I'm almost like afraid to even be giving China all this grace or worry like she's gonna do something dumb tomorrow as happy. And I mean, it's just like, but I say that because like, for a little while, not too long ago, there was like a string of stuff where she was out in public, like super belligerent or like getting into mad fights and stuff like that. And it was just like kind of alarming. And I don't know if that OnlyFans money or what, or like I said, them kids getting older, what it is, but she's just kind of been chilling for a while. And she came out from wherever and is like, my name is Angela, not Black China, and I'm taking my filler and my butt shots and my breast implants and stuff out. And I'm going to change things around because I want to. Like, what's their... This type of shit I'm talking about, like when I was talking about like the Tasha K shit before.
Yeah.
It's like, but this is her mama.
This
like,
is her mama.
It's like,
woo.
What is there to do besides be like, bet? Or say nothing.
Yeah.
Or say nothing. Like, it's not that deep.
She's just so fucking raggedy. And so good luck to Angela and everybody else trying to thrive despite parents who did everything they could to make sure that you did the exact opposite. And that's gonna look at...
She's so spoiled. I'm massaging her ears.
And she looks like, yeah, keep going. Like, and don't stop, nigga. Make sure you do it right.
Well, I learned that they have like nerve endings or like a lot of, like their ears are super sensitive.
Oh, okay.
So this is
yeah, their hearing is better than ours, isn't it?
A lot.
Yeah, way better.
That's why she just got to get a little rough a second ago and speak up. She heard somebody out in the hall who's probably just,
Oh, maybe that feels like a foot rub to her. I mean, I know she has feet, but like maybe it feels that good. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll wrap up the show. Check us out on social media at This Is The Read.
You want to say something?
Shoptheread.com for merch. Patreon.com/TheRead. Live show tickets available at TheReadLive.com. Thank you.
Sniff. Say hi. Okay.
Wow, the way she told you to get that mic out of her fucking face.
Well, because she sniffed once. So she was like, all right, girl, I did.
So, like, Bitch, this is your show, not my show. I'm not the fucking
Right,
talent. Oh yeah, thereadlive.com for tickets to our live shows that are coming up this spring and early summer. And I think that's it. Any other announcements from you before we leave?
I wanted you to play this new game that just came out.
Oh,
Chia. It's on PlayStation.
Chia.
It's
Oh,
spelled TCHIA. I think you will love it.
TCHIA.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a little brown girl with magic powers who lives in New Caledonia. What's the name of that island? I don't know how to. Is it New Caledonia?
Is this a real place you saying right now?
Yeah, it's an island like right by like Tahiti and New Zealand.
Oh.
But anyway, it's like really based and inspired by this island and those people and their culture, their food, all this stuff. It's very like chill and relaxing and zen and kind of feels like a Pixar or DreamWorks movie. I think you'll like it a lot when you have time to play.
Oh yeah, I just Googled it. It looks beautiful.
And it's got like the Breath of the Wild-esque energy where you can climb on everything and stamina-based movement and rewards for exploring. It's really fun.
Okay.
It just came out.
All right. I'll check it out then when I have a free minute.
Support it, guys and gamers at home.
Yes. All right. And take care of yourselves, everybody. We will see y'all next week.
Give his cat back, Miles. Or don't. And let's talk about it. Let's be bad.
No.